Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Take one daily minute at 333 and join us in imagining a world of peace and abundance for all. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I know I'm not the only one. During this interview, I'll be speaking with Dr. Pedram Shojai, who is a QiGong master and Taoist alchemist, teaching the techniques and philosophy of balanced living. He's also an author and movie producer, with his main mission being to help enlighten the world, which he does as the founder of well.org. Take a listen to our interview now. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, nice to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. The first question I want to start out with, speaking about identities, what is the light body?
Wow, strong open.
Yeah.
So, if we have a physical body, and that's the densest form of vibration that we can see, there's all sorts of electronic, electromagnetic, and subtle energy forces that are working in our body to build the bone, to drive nerve tissue, to get signals going. And so the ancients have been able to see it. And if you could train it, I could show people within a matter of hours to days how to start seeing the glow around someone's body. And so what the work is to use the physical body to help ignite the light body and have that become really a light unto itself. Right?
Like a merge?
Well, it's it's one and the same, but the physical body becomes the anchor for that work so that your light body gets brighter and brighter, and you use that energy to continue to wake up and illuminate your consciousness.
And I know that you're actually involved in Taoism and alchemy, Taoist alchemy. So you talk a lot about nothingness. What is the relationship between nothingness and form?
They're inextricably linked. And so all form is anchored in nothingness. And the emanation of form, that which we see, which keeps reinforcing itself as form, is actually going to change, but it's predicated on its connection with the nothingness. And so the real mystery behind the mysteries is tapping into that place of nothingness, because from there, the emanation of the universe comes forth. And so it's a really wonderful place to spend time, because that's eternal time. That's where things actually manifest and become made in form, and are also where we can change our form.
And we're connected to that.
Oh,
everyone. So since we're connected to this unlimited resource and nothingness, how can we develop our relationship to it?
Start with your breath. Start with your consciousness stepping into the present moment. Start with understanding that your consciousness is everything, and it's your connection to that primordial nothingness, and it's also what connects you with all the other things happening. And so as you can grab that scattered consciousness and bring it down to like a core focused moment in the present moment, all that power and all that connection, all that gnosis is right there.
By consciousness, do you mean awareness, or do you mean something else?
Awareness is a piece of the consciousness, but consciousness is really the essence of your spirit, the essence of who you are, and how you're connected with me and everyone else in your universe, and how you're connected with all life, and possibly, if this is in your ethos, the creator of all life, or the emanator of all life, right? And so your consciousness is the glue that binds you to all of life.
And what are some of the, I guess, restrictions to that? How do you overcome fear, limitations? Face it, straight on.
In the present? Oh yeah. What am I afraid of? Oh, that's interesting. I'm afraid of that. Why? So I'll step up. If I'm afraid of bullies, I start doing martial arts. If I'm afraid of heights, I'll do rock climbing. and work through that, because it's limiting my personal power and my expression. And so you take on the hero's journey and you draw your sword and you face your nemesis.
And how does physical movement and visualization connect with that?
The problem with most of us is we believe that we're nothing more than our physical bodies, and we're clunky. And so to use your visualization is to take the inherent dream state of your consciousness and overlay it on your actual physical reality that you're living in your day-to-day life, and put the two together. Some of us will say, oh, I had crazy dreams last night, and that was it. And the essence of all that is that you're dreaming everything into being. So if you can use your power of visualization to connect up with how you move your body, how you do anything in your life, that's when you're touching the realm of mastery. That's when things get real.
What is a quick biohack or visualization technique that you use personally to, manifest?
To manifest. So what I will do is I will see what it is that I desire or want. There's nothing wrong with desires if they're connected with your spirit and the growth of your spirit. And I will visualize it, see it all the way through, see it in its entirety, and create the vision in my mind's eye, and then basically connect up my energy from my lower abdomen, my heart, and my third eye, and line up with it and say, please move all the obstructions that are between me and this reality and let me walk into it. So I'll visualize it, I'll see it, I'll breathe life into it, and then I'll let the universe give me all of the breadcrumbs, if you will, to follow into the emanation of that.
How important is thought and feeling?
It's everything. It's everything. Well, you are what you think, and your feelings are coming from the essence of who you are. So if you don't connect up your mind, your body, your emotions, all of these things are part of the cohesive unit, if you will, that is you, that is me. And so connecting all of those up and firing on all cylinders is how any of it gets done. If you have some emotional wound from your past that has gone unhealed, but you're doing mental exercises every day and 3,000 push-ups and all this stuff, but you have left this emotional wound to fester, it will pollute every other aspect, every other facet of your life, and you won't be effective.
How important is physical movement?
We evolved moving. We are absolutely stagnant in our current configuration in life. We haven't hacked our environment in a way where we can understand how to use this dynamic body the way it's supposed to be used, with proprioception and the functioning of how your breath connects with your movement and how your consciousness moves your body, not vice versa. So if you're not moving, you're going to stagnate, and that will eventually lead to the drop in your vitality, where you won't be able to ignite your consciousness. You won't be able to wake up without moving.
So you generally connect movement to visualization, thought, emotion, all in one.
All is one.
All is one, yeah.
All is one.
Yeah, and what happens when multiple people focus on the same thing? Do you find that there's a greater effect when people visualize together on the same concept, or take 1 minute to mass meditate, for example?
100%. It's been proven scientifically. The Maharishi Institute's done a lot of work on this. If one person focuses on one thing, it's wonderful. As more people come on, they're like points of light, and they just ignite it. And so common threads, common focus, common intention, you can move mountains.
Perfect. And just to wrap this up, do you have anything that you want to mention about your work, or about where people could reach you, and kind of some new things you're exploring?
Sure. Yeah. I'm the founder of well.org, and we do documentary movies, we do TV, we have podcasts, we have all kinds of fun stuff that we do. And I'm just following the breadcrumbs too, and I'm just I'm looking for the stories that can help transform people's lives, and either making them into movies or giving them TV shows, and helping put our cameras on the good guys to help make the world a better place. So well.org, that's where you find me.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks. At 333, imagine world peace and abundance for all for 1 minute.